The 1987 penny may appear to be just another small coin lost among many others. But when you truly explore its story, it becomes a fascinating symbol of change, survival, and hidden history. This coin was produced by the United States Mint, the official institution responsible for creating the nation's currency and maintaining traditions that stretch across generations. Every detail of the 1987 penny reflects a moment in time, a snapshot of economics, technology, and society in the late 20th century. Though its value is only 1 cent, its story carries far greater significance. At the heart of the coin is the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a figure whose life itself feels almost legendary. Born in poverty, self-educated, and later becoming a leader during one of the most difficult periods in American history, Lincoln represents perseverance and transformation. His presence on the 1987 penny creates a powerful contrast. A man from the 1800s, appearing on a coin produced in a modern, industrial era. It is as if 2 centuries meet in one small object. When someone holds this coin, they are holding not just currency, but a bridge between past struggles and present realities. What truly makes the 1987 penny different from many earlier coins is its hidden composition. For decades, pennies were made mostly of copper, but by the time the 1980s arrived, copper had become too expensive. To solve this economic challenge, the coin's structure changed dramatically. The 1987 penny is primarily zinc with a thin copper coating, giving it the appearance of tradition while quietly embracing modern practicality. This transformation tells a deeper story about adaptation, how even something as stable as money must evolve when circumstances change. It's a reminder that survival often depends on the ability to transform without losing identity. Imagine the journey of a single 1987 penny. It began its life in a massive minting facility, emerging shiny, flawless, and identical to millions of others. At that moment, it had no story of its own. But once released into circulation, its life truly began. Perhaps it was handed to a child buying candy, dropped into a vending machine, or placed carefully into a savings jar. Over years, in decades, it may have crossed cities, states, and countless human experiences. Each scratch on its surface marks an interaction, a silent memory etched into metal. There is something almost poetic about how coins travel. They move without intention, yet participate in countless human decisions. The 1987 penny might have witnessed economic booms and recessions, technological revolutions, social change, all while remaining physically unchanged except for wear. It has no voice, yet it silently records time. Unlike photographs or documents that remain in one place, coins move constantly, making them travelers through history rather than observers from a distance. Another interesting dimension of the 1987 penny lies in its paradox of commonness and uniqueness. Billions were produced, meaning almost anyone can find one. Yet no 2 circulated pennies look exactly alike. Some remain bright and well-preserved, while others appear dark, scratched, or worn smooth by decades of use. This variation creates individuality within mass production. It shows how time and experience shape even the most uniform objects. In a way, each coin develops its own personality based on where it has been. Collectors often see the 1987 T not just as currency, but as a historical artifact. Coins are among the few objects designed for everyday use that also serve as official records of national identity. The design, composition, and year of production all provide clues about the period in which they were made. The 1987 penny captures a moment when traditional imagery met modern economic necessity. It represents stability on the surface and transformation beneath. A powerful metaphor for society itself, beyond history and economics. The 1987 penny also carries cultural meaning. For generations, pennies have symbolized luck, patience, and the value of small beginnings. Many people remember childhood moments of collecting pennies in jars, learning about saving money 1 coin at a time. The phrase "every penny counts" reflects a universal truth. Small contributions accumulate into meaningful results. The 1987 penny continues that tradition. reminding people that value is not always measured by size or price. There is also a philosophical lesson hidden within this coin. Over time, many people began to consider pennies inconvenient or insignificant. Some are left behind in stores, ignored on sidewalks, or forgotten in drawers. Yet this very neglect adds depth to the coin's story. Something once considered essential can become overlooked as society changes. The 1987 penny quietly asks an important question: what determines true worth? Monetary value can change, but historical and symbolic value often grows stronger with time. Consider how the world has transformed since 1987. Technology has reshaped communication, economies have shifted, and new generations have grown up in completely different environments. Yet this small coin continues to circulate, unchanged in design, carrying the same portrait and symbolism. It serves as a tangible link connecting different eras. When someone discovers a 1987 penny today, they are touching an object that has survived decades of transformation around it. The physical durability of the coin adds another layer to its story. Despite constant handling, pressure, and exposure, it endures. This endurance mirrors the idea of resilience, the ability to persist through change and challenge. In a symbolic sense, the coin represents continuity in a rapidly evolving world. It reminds us that some things remain constant, even as everything else shifts. From an artistic perspective, the design itself communicates meaning. The calm expression of Lincoln suggests stability and thoughtfulness. The simple yet powerful inscriptions reflect national ideals. Even the coin's circular shape carries symbolism, continuity without beginning or end. These visual elements combine to create an object that communicates ideas without words. If one imagines the collective journey of all 1987 pennies, the scale becomes astonishing. Together, they have traveled billions of miles through human hands. They have participated in everyday life on an unimaginable level. They have been present in moments of joy, routine, and hardship. Though individually small, collectively they represent the movement of an entire society. Ultimately, the 1987 penny teaches a profound lesson about perspective. Objects we consider ordinary often contain extraordinary stories when examined closely. This coin is not merely a unit of currency. It is a witness to time, a symbol of adaptation, and a reminder that transformation can occur quietly beneath familiar appearances. It shows how history is not confined to textbooks or monuments but lives within everyday objects we carry without noticing. So the next time someone encounters a 1987 penny, they might pause for a moment. They might consider the decades it has traveled, the changes it has witnessed, and the meaning it carries despite its simplicity. In that moment, the coin transforms from spare change into a small but powerful piece of living history, a reminder that even the most ordinary things can hold extraordinary stories when we choose to look deeper.